Hey guys, welcome back, and today we will discuss other topic, that is Freud's dream analysis. What is the meaning of dream, and what is the thing will happen during the time of dream, and is it real? Is there any connection with the real life? By Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud's The Interpretation of Dream was one of the most important book of the 20th century, which is published in 1900. In his book, he discussed many of his own dreams and his patient dreams and its association. Dream analysis is a therapeutic technique which is used in psychoanalysis after the interpretation and after the experiments and after the discussions which is done by Sigmund Freud. And Sigmund Freud believed that dream as the royal road to the unconscious, and based on his research and studies, one idea is developed, that is dream analysis. So according to Sigmund Freud, dreams as or dream is considered as the royal road to your unconscious mind, and based on his researches and studies, one idea is developed, that is known as dream analysis or dream interpretation. For what this dream analysis or dream interpretation means, according to him, it is to understand the unconscious materials of a person's mind. So what is the material of dream? According to Freud, sources of dreams include stimuli from the external world, subjective experiences, organic stimuli within the body, and mental activities during sleep. So these are all the materials of dream according to Sigmund Freud. So according to Sigmund Freud, dreams are the royal road to your unconscious mind, and every dream is having few materials, and the materials include stimuli from the external world, subjective experiences, organic stimuli within the body, and mental activities during the sleep. According to another psychologist, Sang, in 2016, the self-organization theory of dreaming posits that memory consolidation, emotion regulation, and reception of external stimuli can contribute to dream content. The same like what Sigmund Freud said. Hence, dream content can contain important information about the dreamer. Temporarily stored memories are considered as the dream's lag effect. Temporarily stored memories in our mind or in our brain are considered as the dream's lag effect. That offer another window into the person's recent life. That offer another window or another way to understand the patient's recent life. Long-term memory is correlated with remote events, implying that dream content may be taken back to early life experiences like childhood experiences. So the recent life experiences is known as dreams lag effect, and it will open a window into the person's recent life. And the long-term memory is correlated with remote event, and that will helps to go to the early experiences like childhood experiences. According to Freud, the effect or the emotion, effect is otherwise known as emotions, remain stable in the process of dream formation, and this effect or emotion can be the gateway to learning more about the state of dreamer. Jennings in 2017 saying that dreams are self-evident in that they directly reflect the dreamer's experiences, traits, and wishes. Dreams are self-evident in that they directly reflect the dreamer's experiences, traits, and wishes. So, dreams can still be a tool by which the therapist and the patient can work together to enrich the therapeutic process. It can enhance, it can promote, it can create a progress in the therapeutic progress. And Freud says that dream content is derived from but not identical to real life. Thus, he suggested that some transformation and connection must exist between these materials. He contended that these connections are not random, but rather constrained by one's unconscious desires, such that a dream is the fulfillment of a vision. So, he's saying that unconscious desires are there in the dream, and the dream is a fulfillment of the wish of a person. He also found that disagreeable dreams seems more prevalent than pleasant dreams. He found one thing, that disagreeable or unpleasant dreams are more prevalent than the pleasant dreams. Hence, his opinion is that dreams can show our true purposes, probably indirectly fulfilling wishes. In her psychoanalytical therapy, based on a research, he identified two parts for a dream. So, in the psychoanalytical therapy or theory, which is developed by Sigmund Freud, and based on the researchers, he identified there are two parts for a dream. First part is manifest dream, second part is latent dream. Manifest dream and latent dream. He stated that the latent content or the latent dream or the latent content of dream is hidden psychological meaning of dream, and these things are hidden from the conscious awareness. This part is the unconscious desire of a person that those images represent. And the manifest content, that means the other part of the dream, manifest content of the dream is the actual images, thoughts and the content which is contained in the dream. It is the literal images and the actions occurred and remembered the following day after the dream. So the latent content, no, that are the unconscious desire, and the manifest content are the literal pictures, figures, what you have seen and which can remember in the following day after the dream. While doing the dream analysis studies by Sigmund Freud, he always used to ask his patients to weigh whatever came to their mind in relation to each element of the dream to associate their thoughts. And he encouraged them to relax their critical faculties and to refrain from holding back thoughts that seems unpleasant, trivial, or ridiculous. And this method is known as free association by Sigmund Freud, or Freud called this method free association. The method of free association led Freud to the conclusion that dreams will show the fulfillment of repressed infantile wishes. For Freud, every dream is a meaningful, no matter how nonsensical it seems or how little of it we remember. So for Freud, every dream is meaningful, no matter how it is nonsensical. That means there is no sense or how little we remember. So how we will do dream analysis? By the therapist. By following the ideas of Sigmund Freud, many therapists are doing dream analysis in therapy to understand the problems of the patients, to work together with the patient to encourage or enhance the therapeutic process. So in the dream analysis process, what the first thing means, the patient will discuss about his dream to the therapist. That is the first stage. After the discussion and between the therapist and the patient, what will happen means therapist can collect some new information from the dream. At the conclusion of the process, the therapist can help the person to apply the new information in a useful way. In different therapies, different methods of implementation will take place. Okay, not in the same way, and no same way will use in dream analysis by therapists. In different therapies, different type or different methods of implementation will take place. But how will dream analysis will implement means, first the patient will discuss about their dream to the therapist. After discussion, the therapist will collect the useful information. The therapist will take all the information which is useful for the patient, then will implement in the positive way. So that is happening in dream analysis. I'll give you an example, then you will understand what is dream analysis or what is the meaning behind Sigmund Freud's dream analysis. Okay, for example, Jasmine and Nash share the dream with her therapist in which she is in hospital. Okay, that is her dream. She is in hospital, or she's in the hospital in a psychiatric ward, and one patient is crying helpless and other patient is trying to attack her, and she is unable to stop them and she is getting scared. So that is the dream. Okay, she is in the hospital and in the psychiatric ward, and one patient is crying helpless and other patient is trying to attack her, and she is unable to stop them and getting scared. So this dream, what dream will discuss by Jasmine to the therapist. After listening the thing, the therapist will break down the manifest content. That means the literal content. That is the manifest part of the dream. Okay. What is manifest part? That means the literal or actual images which you can remember. Okay. Into the following symbols like hospital, that she already told to the therapist, right? So hospital, then psychiatric ward, patients, rooms, their activities, crying, etc. etc. So the therapist will break down the manifest content into different symbols. Then through the process of free association, Jasmine shares whatever comes to the mind when thinking about each symbol. After that, what the therapist will do means, therapist will ask the patient or to Jasmine to connect the incidents, what you remember when you think about hospital, what you can connect to psychiatric ward, what you can connect to that patient. So free association will take place. That means through the process of free association, Jasmine shares whatever comes to the mind when thinking about each symbol. Then the therapist interprets these associations and offers potential meaning to each symbol based on the history collection and mental status examination of Jasmine. So the therapist need to do a thorough mental status examination and history collection about Jasmine before going to interpret this association. That means before going to interpret this dream association. Then Jasmine and her therapist decide that the dream represents the unconscious conflict she has felt about choosing the job in that stressful ward. After detailed discussion, Jasmine reveals she has not yet told anyone about these things and she wanted to be a writer, not a nurse. The therapist suggests the way to overcome this stress and how she can become a writer along with the job. So he will find out the way, he will give the solution at last. So here you can see the doctor is giving or the therapist is giving solutions to Jasmine, that how you can balance both, or how you can become a writer along with this job, or if you leave this job, how you will manage your life. So that type of useful information will give to Jasmine and will make Jasmine to understand what is happening around her. So this is the process of dream analysis. So hope you understand, guys. So according to Freud, dream is the royal road to unconscious mind, and for Freud, every dream is a meaningful thing. At least if 1 second you are remembering about dream, that is a meaningful part of the dream which can help you to overcome the unconscious conflicts which happen in your life. Hope you understand, guys. Thank you.